Hi everyone, welcome to Mindfulness Meditation Monday, and I will be your guide, Ellen Patrick. So let's get ready for our practice together. I have my candle that I'll light for those of you who don't have one, and for myself as well. So may the lighting of this candle dispel the darkness of our minds and the minds of all beings. Yes, so make your practice, whether it's with me or your daily practice alone, make it a ritual. Light a candle, surround yourself with crystals or photos of people you love, admire. Yeah, carve out this time so it really becomes something meaningful to you. And so we'll begin by getting into a comfortable seated position. We have just a little bit more time before we begin this practice together. As you come to your seat, just kind of wiggle around into the pelvic area and really feel your sit bones anchoring you. Taking a couple of deep breaths as you let go of the day so far and you make this transition into sacred time, into the evening. And so today's practice is called dirty glasses. And so what I'd like you to think about is you're wearing a pair of sunglasses or reading glasses that are just filled with fingerprints and dust and dirt, and as it often happens. And this makes it hard to see clearly. And that is often the state of our minds. We have conditioning that comes from our family of origin, our places of worship, from our schools, from society. And so we have all these shoulds and should nots placed upon us. Now, at first, that's not a bad thing. It teaches us how to behave with one another, how to interact with one another. But we have a tendency to accept these teachings, this programming, as accurate, as law. And so through our meditation practice, we can clear those glasses. It's like taking Windex and clearing the glasses. The dirt that is on our glasses really makes it hard to correctly interpret our experiences, whether it's a conversation or whether it's within a relationship or whether it's at our place of work or worship. And so this becomes known as wrong knowledge or ignorance, when we're not seeing clearly, when we're not understanding clearly. I'm sure many of you have had situations where you've had a conversation with somebody and they think you said something completely different than what you did say, or vice versa, right? And so this is misunderstanding. We're coloring every experience with our past programming. And so through meditation, we look to clean those glasses and to come from a more present experience, one that has cultivated wisdom and more understanding and compassion for oneself, for others. And so that's what we're going to focus on in our practice today. We're going to be clearing our lenses so that we can accept life as it is, on its own terms, without having regrets, without misunderstanding what the situation is. And in this way, we reduce our suffering. So basically, dirty glasses is equivalent to ignorance, which equals suffering. And so our meditation practice is meant to alleviate that suffering to some degree. I always think of turning down the volume of our suffering, right? So let's begin our practice. I invite you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, you begin to focus internally. Except when we sleep, our focus tends to be external. Meditation gives us that opportunity to go inside, to connect with our authenticity, to disconnect from our programming. And we begin this internal observation, this internal inquiry, by first noticing our breath. Very simple to notice the inhale and the exhale. And the breath is this amazing tool that actually calms the nervous system. Simply by taking a deeper breath, a longer breath. And with a calmer nervous system, tension starts to leave the body. The mind can slow down its constant stream of thoughts. And then we're more anchored in the present moment. In this moment where you are sitting with eyes closed, internally oriented. And start to notice certain nuances of the breath. The movement of your body as you inhale and exhale. Perhaps you can feel the breath right above your top lip and below your nostrils, going in and going out. Find an aspect of your breath that holds your attention, that holds your curiosity. Feeling a little bit more present and in the moment. Letting go of all the shoulds and should nots. Anchoring in the here and now. And as you sit, particularly at the beginning of your practice, you most likely will notice thoughts, a stream of chatter. And just notice that. Let it percolate to the surface and let go. Let that energy move through you. And as it moves through you, it begins to clean the lenses of your glasses. There's no longer a need to adhere to these shoulds and should nots. Instead, we're looking to cultivate a deeper knowing, a deeper wisdom. And to do that, we allow for the rising of thoughts and the letting go. You may even take a peek at these thoughts and ask, is this programming or is this wisdom coming up? Just noticing and letting it move through you. And as you do so, feel an opening in your heart center. Feel an opening in your belly. This is where right knowledge and wisdom is actually cultivated. We know it in our gut. We feel it in our hearts. And each time coming back to the breath, letting that support you in this moment. Think of the rise and fall of the breath as the swiping back and forth of your glasses, removing dust and dirt and fingerprints, allowing you to open your eyes to what is. And so we come to the end of our time together, but I encourage you to sit for maybe another 10 minutes in meditation. If time does not allow, that's okay. We do the best we can, but the more we practice, the more we cultivate right knowledge. Thank you for joining me.